Hey guys, Lookfog here and welcome to another FIFA 20 video, and today guys I'm going to be giving you my guide on what you're going to be best getting out of the new icon swaps that have just been released. There's actually no promo today, but they have given us also a Quadra Charisma SBC, so I will have an SBC analysis to that card later on tonight. But first of all, we are focusing, or I might do a review, and I'm not too sure yet, but first of all, we're going to focus on the icon swaps. There are actually 12 tokens, I believe, they can actually earn through this batch. Let me have a quick look now if I go to the new season's progress, just to make sure. I believe there are 12 tokens you can actually earn straight away, like right now, and there's a lot of prime icon moments that you can take from this set as well. So there's 5 they can earn there from icon swaps online, an additional 3 as well from icon swaps online, which are to do with, like, I mean, win 12 champs games, for example, and stuff like that. And then also the online single player icon swaps as well. So from this first batch, in like what, the next 41 days this takes place for. So then in 41 more days we'll get obviously more tokens. So in this first batch you're going to be able to earn yourself 12 tokens. Let's see actually what icons you can unlock effectively from this weekend, basically, which is pretty sick. Some of them are a little bit stupid, like there is a Zidane there, which I don't think is worth it at all, but we'll talk about that later on. I'm going to talk about, guys, what I'm going to go for and what I think you guys would be best going for as well in terms of value and stuff like that. So, starting off with icon moments, Schmeichel. Don't take this card. I mean, 6 tokens to get him, like, it's pretty easy to, like, get him, you know, it doesn't take that much effort or whatever, but he's an icon moments goalkeeper. Yes, he does look pretty sick and stuff like that, but he's a goalkeeper. So many goalkeepers are bad. Literally, an 85 rated goalkeeper would be just as good as him. Like, honestly, don't take that card. 100% not worth it, in my personal opinion. You have got Littman in here, and this is an icon moments Littman for just 6 tokens. Like, I mean, some of his stats are pretty sick. Some of them are like a little bit average. Like, his physical isn't great. You know, weak foot is obviously fantastic. Some of his finishing stats are amazing, and he's literally a free card that you can earn right now. You can start grinding towards him right now, which is insane. Yes, his balance obviously isn't the best at the same time, but even so, it's still a quality card. Trezeguet, not a massive fan of Trezeguet, to be honest, because as you can see, there is lack of balance and agility. Yes, his finishing stats are great, but he's going to feel a little bit like Alan Shearer's icon moments card to me. Just feel way too sluggish. I mean, how many tokens is he? He is 7 tokens for a 92 rated icon moments, but I personally, it's a card that I think there's just other better ones that you can get. This one is a card that I'm tempted to go for. Icon moments, Gennaro Gattuso. Yes, his passing stats aren't fantastic or whatever, but his defensive stats are amazing. He's just such an iconic player. A sick, dynamic image as well. He's actually got really good passing in his short passing and long passing, to be fair. Amazing reactions, amazing composure. Quality card that only requires 7 tokens, which is absolutely insane. Another icon moment in Michael Laudrup. 9 tokens for him. Apart from his shooting stats and physicality, he looks fantastic. I mean, to be fair, even his shooting stats aren't too bad. 86 finishing, you know, put something like a Hunter Chem stat onto him, or a Sniper Chem stat, and, you know, and bump that finishing right up into the mid-90s. His dribbling stats, his passing stats, though, are absolutely class. 4-star as well is pretty awesome. Good work rate. That's a quality card. That's definitely worth going for. And this Puyol card as well. Yes, he does lack a little bit in height, but he's got 98 defending. He's got, like, defenders on, like, a level par, like, team of the year, Virgil van Dijk, and he's a free card. Look at his composure and reaction as well. That's really good for a centre-back. His passing is good for a centre-back. His pace isn't the best in the world, but you can put something like an anchor cam style onto him or something like that to increase that pace a little bit more. Another awesome dynamic image, and only 9 tokens. Now, you could also go with the Prime Icon pack. I wouldn't. Like, there's so many sick icon moment cards here. I just would avoid that pack completely. It's just not worth it. Most Prime Icon cards now in FIFA are pretty average, let's be quite honest. Like, the chances are you're not going to get like an amazing player from it. Mark Overmars, I mean, the pace and the dribbling on that card, that one requires 10 tokens. Like, his stamina, his dribbling, his passing, even like some of his finishing stats are amazing as well. And also, from what I kind of gather, I believe it's going to be 24 tokens, just the same as last time, or for the first 2 icon swaps to be able to earn as well. So obviously you can't just go and choose all of these. You have to kind of maybe go like one cheap one, and with one expensive one, or go for like 2 middle tier players, for example. So like going with Overmars and Puyol, for example, and stuff like that. But that Overmars card looks insane. 5-star weak foot as well is fantastic. That's a really, really good card. That's another one that I'm really, really tempted to go for. So there's Mark Overmars. Baby Hullet, 10 tokens, wouldn't get him. I know it's Ruud Hullet and stuff like that, but it's his baby card. He's fairly average. Like, that Benega SBC that we got yesterday is literally a much better card than this Hullet card, in my opinion. Like, I said that the Benega card wasn't like amazing value for money, and I still personally don't think it is amazing value for money, but I think it's better than like doing this Hullet card, for example. Although Hullet's free and stuff like that, I think there's so many other better cards like this Prime Icon Moments Frank Lampard that you can get for literally the same amount of tokens, and it's just such a better card. Like, look at that card, man. That's insane. Absolutely awesome. Yes, his agility and balance I would like to be a little bit higher, but apart from that, what a card that is. That is unbelievable. And you can earn this card right now. Obviously, some of them you're going to have to wait like the next 40 days to be able to unlock. But if you're a Chelsea fan, you're an England fan, you just love Frank Lampard in general, you can grind towards him right now because obviously there's 12 tokens to earn, so you can get this Lampard as quick as you can. This is the middle tier Maldini. I thought that was the Prime Icon Maldini for a second. This is the middle tier one. Oh, that's another. And how many tokens is he? He's 13, so you can't get him yet. Oh, that's so annoying, man. What a card he has got, though. I mean, 80 stamina, that's not too bad. His ball control would like to be a little bit higher, as would I like his aggression to be higher as well. But apart from that, superb. Obviously, you know, a legend of the game as well. That is unbelievable. Great work, great, nice height. What a card. What a card. And then Prime Icon Kaka as well for 15 tokens. Amazing skill moves and weak foot combination. Great stats again overall. Like, I mean, to be fair, he deserves on his Prime Icon. Like, he deserves to have better stats than what he's got. But even so, that's a pretty damn good card as well. But I think from what I've seen so far, Maldini, Gattuso, and Overmars, and probably Lampard as well, seem like the best ones to go for. Kenny Dalglish, 16 tokens. That's for his middle tier card as well. Oh man, what a card that is. Amazing dribbling. Stamina's fine. I would like his physicality to be a little bit higher. Pace is decent. Shooting stats are superb as well. Great cards. Great card for Liverpool fans as well. As would Ian Rushby. Sadly, you couldn't get the two of them at the same time. You would have to pick one or the other. I mean, I'd probably pick Dalglish out the two of them, just because he's obviously more of a Liverpool legend. But even so, Rush's icon moment. A lot of people are raving on this card and they're saying he's amazing. 5-star weak foots. His finishing stats, man. Like, his dribbling stats I would like to be a little bit higher. Good physicality on him. Nice short passing as well. Great composure and ball control. I mean, what a card that is. What a card. That's insane. And this is another pretty awesome card. This is 16 tokens as well. I think out of the two of these, I'd easily rather take Bergkamp over Rush. To be honest, I can just imagine Bergkamp to be a much better player. To be honest, 4-star, 4-star. Not the best work rate, though, at medium. But he's an insane card, like a good agility, good balance, 99 composure and ball control as well, superb, nice physicality, finishing stats are pretty much maxed out, good pace as well, that's a pretty nice card, I have to say. Riquelme's icon moments as well. I'm not really too bothered about this card, I have to say. I mean, he's got a good card, but he's just someone that doesn't really take my interest personally, and his stamina at 78 kind of puts me off doing him, and I don't think this would be a card that you could go for. Using like a cam or any attacker that's got underrated stamina at this stage of the game is a no-go for me. So in my opinion, unless you're a massive fan of Riquelme or whatever, I would avoid choosing this one, to be honest. How many tokens does he require? 18? Nah, I wouldn't do it, man. Wouldn't go for that one at all, if I'm totally honest. Him and Hullet are definitely the two no-goes, and Schmeichel. They're the three 100% no-goes so far on these icon swaps. Mid-tier Maradona as well. That's an insane card. Again, though, 75 stamina on Maradona. Are you kidding me? But it's Maradona at the same time. I mean, look at his stats. Absolutely superb. But that stamina is definitely concerning. And the lack of physicality as well. But even so, I mean, he's just an exception just because he's Maradona and stuff like that. I mean, that'd be obviously an awesome card. It'd be sick if that was like his prime card. But even so, just to give us to be able to get a Maldini, to get a Maradona card for free is still absolutely insane. Petit as well. Moments Petit, that's pretty insane. And literally green stats all across the board apart from penalties. That's a fantastic card as well. This one's definitely worth going for. How many tokens? So 19 tokens. So you couldn't really take any other cards, I think. If you went with Petit, you couldn't take anyone else. But at the same time, he's literally an endgame CDM card. Superb. 20 tokens, Fabio Cannavaro. What a card he has. Apart from his lack in height at 5'9", great work rate, and his defensive stats all around are amazing, like maxing out at like 99 in a few stats. His dribbling stats are going to make him feel nice and smooth on the ball for a centre-back as well. Really good strength, fantastic pace. That's another fantastic card. I'd probably say, despite his high amount of tokens, I'd probably say he's almost worth it, to be honest. And then Carlos Alberto, I won't be going with this card because I've obviously got Team of the Year Arnold. Probably this card, listen, he's obviously amazing, but I probably wouldn't go with him. I'd probably rather go like an attacker card. Like, it's a fullback. It's not the most exciting position on the pitch. Yeah, he would be a sick card to have, but I think you get better value for your tokens than this Carlos Alberto card. Like, there's a lot of other really good right backs and left backs from FIFA that don't cost that much at all and would be Not obviously as effective as Carlos Alberto, but they still do a pretty goddamn decent job. But even so, in its own right, it's a fantastic card. But if we're talking 21 tokens, putting all your tokens effectively in just for one card in moments, Carlos Alberto, who's just a right back, I personally wouldn't go with that one. Garinka, that is a pretty sick card as well. That's his prime card. Not his moments, but his prime card. That's still sick. Pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, absolutely class. 82 stamina for a winger is not the greatest, but it's not the end of the world. It wouldn't put me off him necessarily. That's a good card. And this one, I don't recommend Zidane at all. I saw this one as soon as he came out when I was looking through before. 23 of your 24 tokens into Zidane. I mean, he's a great card, but it's just his baby. If it was his 94 card, then yes, I would understand it. But if this is the last icon swaps for the whole of FIFA, for the highest tier in the last part of icon swaps to be a baby card, you know, yes, I know it's of Zinedine Zidane, but even so, why couldn't he make this his 84 card, man? I wouldn't take him. Even if you're a massive fan of Zidane, I still wouldn't take this card, personally. I mean, obviously, you know, he's a decent card, so he'd obviously do you a decent job, but if we're talking about getting the best value for tokens, I wouldn't go with him. So in my opinion, the biggest winners of this are Garincha at 21 tokens, Cannavaro at 20, Petit at 19, Bergkamp at 16. Yeah, I'd say we could put Dalglish in there as what, 16. Maldini would definitely be worth it at 13. Kaka, yeah, I'd probably say Kaka's worth it at 15 as well. Definitely Lampard worth it at 10. Big no for Ruud Gullit. Overmars, yes, worth it 10. Prime Icon Pack, no. Carlos Puyol at 9, worth it. Lyle Drop for 9 tokens, yeah, I suppose he's worth it as well. It's not like the greatest card in the world, but obviously, you know, for 9 tokens, for goodness sake, he's amazing. Get, you know, Puyol and Lyle Drop in your team for 18 tokens, happy days. And maybe even Schmeichel if you wanted to, you know, that's pretty insane. You can get literally 3 icon moments there in a goalkeeper, a centre-back, and an attacker if you wanted to. Gattuso is definitely worth it. He might be the card that I might go for. Trezeguet 7, I know he's only 7 tokens and he's a prime icon moment striker, but that lack of a balance and agility is, in my opinion, would really be it's certainly a big put-off for me, and I think would be a big put-off for a lot of people, so I'm not too sure on that one. Lippmann at 6, I think is decent, obviously. It's not the most craziest of like the icon moments, but he's still a pretty sick card. And then Schmeichel at 93, I'd probably say no to, and in honesty, so yeah, for me, like, if I had to say my 5 big winners are going to be Gattuso, Puyol, Lampard, Maldini, and probably Bergkamp and Petit. Like, they're my biggest winners of all of them. I think there's some exciting cards to go for there. Let me guys know what situations you are in as well and what cards to go for. As I said, I think I'm probably going to go with that Gennaro Gattuso and then maybe Puyol as well, although I'm not too sure. I mean, that would be like 16 tokens. I'd still actually have some, you know, quite a few tokens left, maybe to even get myself like a Mark Overmars or something like that, maybe. But oh no, I wouldn't be able to get him. I'd have to get like a Lippmann or something as well. But yeah, really exciting icon moments. Really excited to be able to try and unlock some of these cards. I might change my mind on who I go for over the next few days. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.